Hey guys, welcome back to Atypical You, and it's your girl, it's Monique. If you ain't been here before, hello, hi, welcome to my channel. And yes, the birthday vibes balloon is up because it was my birthday on Friday. And listen, birthday vibes are carrying on for 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks because Corona finished my plans. But I ended up having a really good birthday anyway. Okay, so I'm not feeling too well, I won't lie. So excuse my voice, a few coughs here and there. I'm just feel like I've been run down and I'm trying to rejuvenate, trying to just get myself back. So yeah, I might not sound like I normally do, but yeah, I'm sounding better compared to the other day. Today, we are discussing, how hurt people. And before you come for my neck, no, it's not an excuse. Because there are hurt people who don't go around hurting people. It's a fact that hurt people because hurt people respond and they react based off of the internal pain that they feel. I've said that hurt people, and I agree with this because people who are in pain, people who are going through their own mess, their own turmoil, are not in a right mindset or space to make sure that they don't hurt others. But because they hurt themselves, they then naturally react in a defensive way. They attack. They have this wall up, and it's only because you're hurt. So I had a situation where I had a friend who disappointed me a few times in the same similar scenarios, and I was hurt, I won't lie. But then I had to think like back through conversations and really try to understand why this person was disappointing me all the time, why this person was continuously hurting me. And this person was a friend who I valued and who I deemed as very close to me. And I looked through, was just reflecting, and I said to myself, okay, cool, how or why is this person doing this? And then it popped up that this person had been speaking to me about how they hadn't had friends, how their friends that they did have would like do, certain things to them, and they would disappoint them, they would hurt them, they would be spiteful towards them. Now, I connected the dots and I said to myself, oh, you're probably treating me the way that you have felt because you haven't been able to heal properly from your past. Now, that then helps me understand that this person hurting me wasn't really anything to do with the person that I was. It was nothing personal. It was simply because they were hurt themselves and they were unable to get over some of the things that they had been going through. Now, when I allowed that to sink in, I was less angry, I was less upset, I was less defensive, and I just kind of accepted the fact that sometimes people, that's how people behave. Sometimes people just hurt you, not because of what you've done, not because of who you are, but simply because of the fact that they themselves are hurt. And when I let that sink in, I just felt freer. I felt more peace and I felt at ease because I wasn't trying to figure out and connect all the dots. So imagine how someone does hurt you, someone disappoints you. You have two options. You can either choose to react, move mad, angry, throw all your toys out of your pram. You can cuss them out, swearing, effing and blinding. You can do all of this stuff to cause a scene. Or you could step back and ask your friend, ask your family member, ask your colleague, ask whoever it is that's disappointed you, who's hurt you, who has caused some sort of pain towards you, and say to them why. Not in an angry way, not in a way that's gonna be, that's gonna come across as you're attacking them, but simply sit them down and ask them why. Why, have you treated me this way? What's going on in your life that is making you want to react like this towards me? It's about being brave enough to confront the people that you love and confront the people closest to you and have a sense of care over their life as well as yours. Because sane people don't just go around hurting people. It's only hurt people that go around hurting people. You might be looking at me thinking, yeah, but Monique, like, like people must be so spiteful and people must just like, go out their way to do it. No, I was somebody who hurt people because I was hurt and I didn't realise it. I generally thought I was that person that didn't hurt nobody. I would never treat anybody bad. And if I did, then it was obvious. And it was a decision that I consciously made. However, I went through a few situations in my life where I hurt people. And people came to me and said, Monique, like, you caused pain in my life. You upset me. You said this and that. You're harsh. You're this, that and the other. And I had to take it. I had to take it and swallow it and accept it, because when I did that, you can so easily turn around and be like, oh yeah, but I just feel like, this person's over exaggerating, or this person ain't even telling the truth, or yeah, that's not me, and sit in denial. Or you can accept that that is how you are making somebody feel at the end of the day. If someone turns around and tells you, oh, you're making me feel like this, you're making me feel like that, and it's negative, then take it. If it's somebody who's important to you, you need to take it and do something about it, so that you're not going around breaking people's hearts. So you're not going around hurting people left, right and centre, because toxic is going to be your middle name. Do you get? And along the lines of me not believing that I would hurt people, I was hurting people. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes it's subconscious. Sometimes it happens without them knowing, without you even knowing. Sometimes it happens and it takes somebody brave enough to tell you, hello, hi, you've hurt me and this is the situation. Because all of us can just react and be like, how dare you? Do the whole stubborn move and be like, yeah, well, I'm not going to change for nobody. You're not changing for nobody. You're acknowledging that you're hurting somebody and you're causing pain and damage in somebody else's life. That person's now come to you and said to you, yo, this is the situation. And it's now time for you to accept it, do something about it, which is creating some sort of change and moving on from it. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be a whole, argument and a whole situation. It can just be a thing of, in one conversation, we discuss the differences. We discuss, okay, cool, I feel like, sometimes I do that. And you will realise as well, if you are someone who does that, like I realised, I hurt people because of the hurt and the trauma that I went through. I hurt people without realising. One of the things that I'd say I was very defensive, very, very, very defensive. Like, the defense was too much, and I had to reflect and look back at my past and be like, I was so defensive because I was bullied in school. I was so defensive because I went to live abroad by myself when I was younger and I felt neglected. I was defensive because I didn't trust nobody, because I wanted to push everybody away. I was so do you know what I mean? Like sometimes you have to take accountability and say, do you know what? Maybe it was me. And that's okay. That's okay. Like, sometimes it is you. And that's listen, I've really discussed that about it being you in my other video. But sometimes it is you. So I want you to think about this whole, phrase again, hurt people, hurt people. It's not to say that, yes, it's an excuse for people to go around and hurting people, breaking people's hearts left, right and centre. But it's something that we need to consider and really come to understanding about, so that we can understand other people much better. Let's take relationships, for example. You have a girl who will date a guy she knows really likes her, but has no intention of really taking him seriously, or even like giving him the time of day, or even respecting him, yeah? And if you were to turn around and look at that girl and ask that girl, why is it that you always go around breaking guys' hearts? She will say, yeah, it was because of my ex. That time he did, and you will hear the whole story. Is she not now hurting people because she was once hurt? The same with guys. You turn around and you say, why, with guys, I feel like it's a lot more common You know, you go to a guy, you say, okay, cool, so if you're a player, deemed as a player, and is going around breaking girls' hearts, and he's even happy and proud about it, if you're somebody who's close to him, you'll sit him down and say, like, why is it that you just feel good from doing all this to girls? Why does it feel good breaking all these girls' hearts? And he will say, I had that one relationship. You even know, if you've been friends with the guy long enough, you will know that there was this one girl that he really, 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 really likes, and she turned around and broke his heart. So therefore now he's never going to trust a bitch again. He's never going to do that, and he's never going to take a girl seriously until he's ready to get married. Is he not hurt? He's hurt. He's hurt, and we are responsible. Every single individual here is responsible for healing, their own healing. You can't expect to go to somebody and make them help you heal. Doesn't make sense. You can't put your burdens onto somebody else and say, oh, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. Oh my gosh, just carry me. No, you got to carry yourself, baby girl, baby boy. You've got to carry yourself, and you got to do this for just you. You got to find a way to make sure that you're healing. Make sure that you're healing so that you don't go around hurting other people. So that you make a conscious effort and decision not to hurt other people just because you've been hurt. We can go around in circles and be like, oh my days, it was this person's fault, that person's fault. But people hurt people, and it's your responsibility to pick up your own pieces. Remember, you have two ways you can respond to situations and to people hurting you. You can either decide to move crazy about it, tell every Tom, Dick and Harry about it, you know, gossip about it, shout about it, scream about it. You know, you can decide to talk about it till kingdom come. Or you can sit down and think about the situation properly. Think about what it is that they have done. And this is somebody who is close to you. This is somebody who is, you know, I'm not just talking about anybody. I'm talking about people who are valuable in your life. I'm talking about people who have got you and who have had you and who are going to have you. You need to just sit down and just really think about it. Like, do I actually want this for my life? Do I actually, you know, do I value the friendship? And if you value the friendship, you can't be mad at your friend. Because throughout every single relationship, you will have hurts, levels of pain. They will hurt you, you know, you will find boundaries, you will cross boundaries, you will piss each other off. You will upset each other and you will hurt each other. But you'll also make each other happy. You'll also make each other smile. And if this is somebody who is deemed valuable in your life, you can't be mad at them. You can't be constantly screaming and shouting and moving all crazy. How about you sit down? Just sit down. Think about what you're going to do. Think about what you're going to say. Think about how your actions and your words will contribute to how they're going to feel after. Are you going to make them feel worse? Or are you going to make them feel better? Are you going to tell them how you actually feel? Or are you just going to brush it under the carpet, act as if it never happened? But not only how they're going to feel after, how are you going to feel after? Are you going to be feeling accomplished? Are you going to be feeling good once you've moved mad? Once you've cussed your so-called friend out? Or are you just going to be regretting and missing them and thinking, oh, I shouldn't have overreacted like that? The people that we care about, the people that we hold close to us, yeah, we can't be treating them like anyhow people. We've got to treat them with we've got to treat them with such care. We've got to have patience with them. We've got to come to an understanding and look at the bigger picture. We've got to put more effort into understanding things. We've got to be understanding with them. Because these are the people that will make or break us. These are people who will help us in the future. These are people who are going to put a smile on your face when you're feeling so low. And because of one situation, two situations, because of disappointment, you now want to shut the door. Want to move mad, spoil it with your mouth. Granted, some people need cutting off. Some people do, you know, are just savage and they just need cutting off. I'm not telling you not to cut them people off. Cut off whoever you feel like is completely messing with your peace of mind. However, the people who are actually there for you, the people who are actually your friends, the people who have you, these are people that you have to understand that sometimes hurt people do hurt people. Whether it's a boyfriend, whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, hurt people, whether it's a sibling. And now how are you going to be different and act differently towards the situation to make the situation better? To not add fuel to the fire, but to really come and say, okay, cool, do you know what? Let's look at it from all different angles, all different perspectives. Hurt people. It's not an excuse, but it's a fact. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. Like, subscribe, pass the vibe. Don't forget to put on that notification bell on. And yeah, if you have any queries, any questions, anything you want to ask me, anything you want to say, just drop it down in the comment section below and I will get back to you. Yeah, I'ma love you guys and leave you guys and have a blessed day.